Burp, burp. Ah, there we go. Hello, everybody. But soundboard's still not working. Fantastic. Hold on. There we go. There we go. We are finally back in business. So, was going to stream last night. Ended up having to punt to tonight, unscheduled, simply for the reason that I kind of had to level up, and I didn't want to do that on stream, so it would just take up needed time. And I was also doing it on Linux, which I am getting ready to swap over to as my daily driver for most streams. And I was getting stuff put into place for that. So that is going to be an interesting transition over to Linux. As I'll probably do a more in-depth video on that topic at a later date on why I'm switching to Linux. But suffice it to say, I don't like what Windows 11 24 H2 is bringing to the table. And I don't like the overall trend I'm seeing in Windows. So the main reason I didn't switch to Linux about 10 years ago, or when Windows 10 started doing some of this stuff, is that it wasn't a very game-friendly OS. Steam Deck, thankfully, has changed that. So, and I just realized we have smashed our follower goal, so we need to set a new one. Let's see. Let's see, manage goals. Let's see. Start new goal. Yep, 660 is perfect. Let's start a new goal here. So, new goal up. We will be doing something to celebrate here. Probably a community night coming up soon. But, for tonight, though, we have a bunch of shoosting to do. And by shoosting, I mean we have to take the fight to Zoralja. As, yeah, he pissed me off when he did what he did to Koluja. I'm sorry, you don't take your kid hostage. Like, you leave your kid out of the quarrels. But my question is, how did he have a kid in the first place in this place? Because it doesn't seem like he has any compatriots residing with him in Jacques Tarral, let alone Solution 9. But yep. So we are leveled up for the most part. We just need to do some fates, probably in Jacques Tarral. We're not gonna go directly to Solution 9, though. We're going to hang out here real quick. And probably do a mission or two. Or not a mission, but I forgot how to speak. We are going to do some fates. It shouldn't take very many fates to level us up here. It looks like there are no fates on the map. Oh, good. I was just, misseeing. Oh, there's one at, Yasulani. So we're gonna go ahead to that one and kick off with it. And that should put us at level 99 Viper, which is, perfect. And then after we're done with MSQ, which I get the feeling is going to be a wild ride, especially at level 100. I get rid of that so we actually see more what's going on here. Uh, more foot. Oh, so close, so freaking close. I'm gonna guess we're probably gonna go to that one next. And I should be able to pop up there fairly quickly using the Aetherite. I hate being so slow. And my god, my frame rate's tanked. Yep, I had a feeling that was the one that was going to be kicked off first. They're going to get there as fast as I can. That's all we need. Oh my god, I need 70,000 experience. That is nothing at this level. Like, I could spit in the wind probably and get that experience. There we go. 2 level 99 classes. I would say we're off to a great start there. Now it's on to Imesh Q. Ethernet. True Now we ride. Even though we are Reaper first, so I only got a little bit more experience in Reaper, but let's talk to the gang and see what they have to say. I did not expect that such carnage would unfold here. To slaughter his adopted people, too. Is there no end to his villainy? Thank you, Otis. I pray your soul is at peace. The Woklamat wishes to do what she can for the people of Solution 9. They've been thinking. By wearing regulators, the people of Alexandria had been spared the fear of death. That's because the device not only resurrects you, it also erases your memories of the departed. The very notion of dying would have become vague, if not forgotten. To be killed over and over. I can't imagine how traumatized the survivors must be. Even if they're not physically hurt, they would still need care. At a time like this, the citizens need their queen to console them. But where has she gone? I don't know. There are others in this district, so perhaps she's checking on them. In any case, it's too much for her to handle alone. Countless people will be distraught, and we ought to provide them with what comfort we can. So, while Kakuya and her crew tend to those with physical injuries, let's seek out those whose wounds are emotional. Understood. If you and Rory want to concentrate on Trueview, the rest of us will see to the other areas. Sounds like a plan. Alright, everyone, we'll meet up in the back room after. Let's go! My god. Like, freaking, Golur, or, not Bakul, but, Zoralja really messed everybody up, didn't he? Holy crap. So the regulators, though, that practice needs to end. These people need to be reminded that they're mortal. Exhausted Miko. Thank you. I'm alright, I think. Say, you were fighting with Queen Speen, weren't you? Are the rumors true, then? That Her Majesty isn't a living person? That her actual body is elsewhere, in the clouds or some such? And she uses a special power to appear before us? I'd always wondered why Alexandrians never questioned her true nature, but now I think I understand why. Voidful, hello, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. So I hope you've had an awesome day. She personally fought to protect us. That's enough for me to know she's a worthy ruler. It doesn't matter what she is. You need to be asking more questions there, buddy. A stunned Ellism. It's over? I'm alive? Oh, thank goodness. It makes no sense. What right did the king have to destroy our lives like this? Give us back our peace. Leave us out of your damned war. I agree with her completely on that. So, oh yeah, find a cool model or something or add to your main one. Say, oh, that reminds me. I still need to revamp my world that I'm putting together. I made it a little too big. It is not quest friendly anymore. Ah, come here, Trembling Man, you poor soul. Poor cat? Aw, thank you for the headbats. Meow. Never have I been so scared in my life. I died in an accident before, but it was nothing compared to this. To be killed again and again and again. It was a living nightmare. And King Zoralja was behind it, you say? Since he suddenly appeared, he's done nothing good for us. He thinks only of war. Ordered more soldiers to be produced, and now he unleashes them on us. He's no king of mine, he's a murderer. And someone needs to make him pay. Well, he's a little vengeful. And nothing happened with the shops, so they'll stay open. It's probably a pretty reasonable thing to do. Oh, I can't slip through that gap in the fence. Are you kidding? Oh, can't go through there. Oh man, the back alley got riggedy wrecked. The back room doorman. You heading to the back room? Yes, we'll be heading to the back room. Going to the back rooms. Kakuya, We've helped those we could in Solution 9. We're now looking to send people to help other levels. We managed to seal off access routes on all levels. Any remaining soldiers should be contained now. We couldn't have done it without you and yours out there fighting. Thank you. Goluja? Oh man, he is not happy. But at least he's safe. It is still hard to believe this is freaking Final Fantasy, not Cyberpunk. The 3D printing whole... yep, this is more Cyberpunk than Final Fantasy. Kakuya. Oh, the program looks distraught. It seems that things are somewhat under control. While Odyssey and the others are still out there. I couldn't help but worry about Guluja. He hasn't uttered a word, and small wonder given his ordeal. I'm going to talk to him about everything. Right as he is, there is no use hiding it. He'd eventually find out, and I'd hurt him more. Very well. Above all, he needs to know that he isn't alone. I'll leave nothing out. Neither what's happened, nor what's still to come. Guluja? Daijoubu? Daijoubu desu ka? Thank you.
Are you alright, Guluja?
I get the feeling Guluja is not alright. He needs headpats and stickers.
Lots of people are dead because of my father, aren't they?
Unfortunately, that's the truth, my little guy.
And Otis. He's gone too, isn't he?
Poor lad.
I'm sorry. My father is a bad man. That's why you're going to kill him, aren't you?
We have to, though, man. We have to.
Sweetheart. Look.
Forget it.
I think he understands more than we're giving him credit for. He really does understand more things than we thought. Come on, Wook. You should still be talking to him.
Listen to me, Guluja.
If he wants to listen, he may not be interested in listening.
You're right. We're going to confront your father. He invaded Tulihyolal and hurt my people. As vow of resolve, it's my duty to bring him to justice.
And not only that, but look what he just did to freaking Solution 9.
Think of him as family anymore?
After the attack, I was filled with rage. I told myself over and over that he's no brother of mine. But it isn't so simple. No matter what I feel or say, all those years I spent striving to live up to his example, they won't just disappear. What's more, it's because we're family that we have to correct each other when someone goes astray.
Yeah, she's got a fair point.
That's why I must confront my brother. Like your grandfather did. Even though it cost him his life.
But Otis is gone now.
Otis gave his virtual life.
Too.
Yep. Or trying to do what he felt was right and defend his queen.
Then I'd have no one.
What are you saying, Galuja? Take a look around.
You're not alone, Galuja.
You have us, Gulucha. All of us. We'll be with you. Through thick and thin.
Dang right.
You're not alone. You'll never be alone again.
Never really picture Mambulja crying like that. But, well, he is a kid. Even Mambulja kids, I guess, do. That poor kid. He didn't ask for any of this, and he's in the middle of it. Feel better, Galusha? Kakwika? God, I don't feel like I'm ever saying her name correctly. I'd be keeping a lot inside. Both Galuja and Buklamat. You should get some rest, Galuja. You've been through a lot. I do feel a bit sleepy. There's a room in the back you can use. Could you take Galuja there? I will. Thank you. Yeah, Kakwika, let's wrap. Things I would say to Zorolja as a mother. I better not get started. Instead, let me thank you. We couldn't have gotten through this without you and yours. Until the others return, you ought to take what rest you can as well. It isn't over yet, after all. Wait a second. Kakwika? You got a little something on your monitor there. You gotta prepare, otherwise feel the back room. Are you okay, Kakwika? The fuzzy image, you say? Is it still happening? Well, it's an old worn thing. There are bound to be a few hitches. There's nothing to worry about, though. We'll have a meeting to discuss our next move in a little while. So until then, you ain't fooling me, Kakwika. Yeah, Kakwika is definitely hiding something. The question is, what? That ain't normal. And to the summit, Kakwika wishes to hold a strategy meeting. Had enough rest, have you? Then let's round up, everyone. The last quest for the zone, then we move on to the next one, I think. During your confrontation with them, Zoralja bade Wuklamat to come to the tower's summit. Problem is, the elevators have been locked down due to the state of emergency. We've been working to lift access restrictions, but Frankly, it's not looking promising. Bill came back. Good. Whew. I was worried about him. Are there any other ways to get to Zoralja? We believe so. As you know, Solution 9 occupies Everkeep's 9th level. The summit, meanwhile, is the 12th. The map appears to be cut off. While the king and queen's residence is believed to be located there, the details are highly classified, hence the lack of map data. We do, however, have reliable intelligence concerning everything up to the 11th level. What is this place? That is Origenics, the facility where the souls are separated and refined for use. So basically, it's the soul container, or the makeshift ethereal sea, for lack of a better way to put it, or rather, or should we call the ethereal vat? The process begins at the base of the extraction of souls from regulators and fiends. Those souls are then transported up to the etheric separator, where they are cleansed of memories. Finally, they are packed within soul cells for distribution. 12th Offend. They've recreated the process by which souls are broken down on the ethereal sea. An affront to nature, I know, but ethical discussions must wait. The salient point is that the facility extends vertically from the 1st to the 11th level. Now, if Zoralja intends to strengthen himself with the people's souls, as we strongly suspect, then they gotta go to the 12th level, direct to. They're probably gonna go directly up. Then the facility will be operating to process and transport those souls directly to him on the 12th level. So in order to reach Zoralja, we must make our way through the Origenics. Precisely. So we're diving back into an artificial ethereal sea this time. As the facility sustains the Alexandrian way of life, security will be extremely tight. But if you are willing to brave out the route, we'll back you up as best we can. What say you? Let's get ready for Rumble. It goes without saying that we're going. And since we've been to the ethereal sea, this should be a cakewalk in comparison. I never had any doubt. I'm coming too. You'll need guidance on sight, and this body makes me best suited. Hold it. Before you set off, I have to ask. All this time, you've known that speed isn't endless, haven't you? Yes, we have. Why didn't you tell us? Honestly, it didn't seem relevant to the matters at hand. More complicated to explain than it was worth. And a distraction from our efforts to deal with Zoralja. Speaking of which, we should get moving. Those who are sallying forth will be gather in front of the tower. He's about to put his foot down on this. We can count on you to provide support from here, yes? Of course. he is mad as. Oh, he is mad. But that's what it can. Be careful out there. Get an ult. I'm glad my weapons were of use in the battle. But all the same time, I wish we didn't have need for them. A Ginnel, Geralt, and a Jindalt. Is that the only voice in... Or no. Oh, there's more Lalavellan. Aaronville, you look pissed. We need to talk to you about... Never mind. It can wait. Lest you wonder, I have no objections to remaining here. Someone needs to keep those in Tuliolal informed. Best of luck to you. Are you sure, Aaronville? Let's keep our minds on the mission for now. Other matters can wait. Well, that's what you want, Aaronville, but seems like a lot of people are just being tight-lipped on this expansion all of a sudden. Like, come on, just spit it out. Now we go in front of the tower. In front of Heritage Found. Yeah, well, let's go north from Heritage Found. Not a problem. Man, 30 FPS? Oof. Yeah, I definitely got to give this a try under a Linux OS just to see if see if it does the same thing or frame rate wise. We got coming too, of course. This is what I've worked so hard to be a part of. The summit of Everkeep. Finally, we shall see what the clouds conceal. They've spoken with Alphino. Apparently, the dragons came to Tuliola's aid. Oh, they did. Oh, yeah, they did. We saw it, but I don't think our characters did. Zorolja is no king. Not anymore. For the sake of Tuliola, of the world, we must put an end to his madness. Kaguika? All present and accounted for? Excellent. We'll make for the summit in one push. This will be a grueling climb, so see that you spare no preparation. There's something I want to do before we get going here, just because it's bothering the heck out of me. I get the feeling this is probably going to be part of the part of the dungeon we're ready to queue up for. Spire of Trial. I'm reminded of something that Emmett Selk said. Some of the civilizations and the reflections will surprise you. Was this shard what he was talking about? And which shard is it exactly? Is this the 9th shard? Yasunani Station. And level 99, question marks. East Yasunani. Now to explore the realm. Why can't we just fly to the top of it, I wonder? I guess because of the etherical plasma. Mapping the realm, heritage found. Now, that we got the whole map. And bicolor gemstone bender. Do you have your map, or we have not done enough of them? Nope, we have not done enough of them. Damn. Let's see. Shared fate. Oh man, I gotta do 3 more fates here. But at least I can get to them pretty quickly now. But yeah, we'll pick up on MSQ here in a second. Four and 5. Poggers. Okay, so now we only need 2 more faiths for in this area. Well, we'll come back to those later. Back to Repa. So we can harvest our souls. Oh, that's an interesting looking tree. I guess the fauna in this area had to adapt to the constant electrical charge. But I get the feeling out of all the shards, whichever one this one was going to be a lightning aspected calamity. The resilient sun. Kakwika wishes you to take to the entrance to Orogenics. The entrance to Orogenics is located on the back of Everkeep. We can reach it by water. Come, we need to prepare the pier at Drift Downs. Oh god, I mispronounced that, or I missaid that, didn't I? Thank god we can fly over there. Yep. Dungeon. We're going to ride that oversized container, aren't we? Don't worry, you won't catch me mulling over a little seasickness. Not anymore. So, we just have to make our way up. Seems nice and straightforward to me. A facility for processing souls. As distressing as the very concept is, I confess I'm curious to see how the technology is employed. Visibility is quite poor, but let's trust in our allies to ferry us safely over. Kidusa? I'm with Oblivion. Kakwika has told me all. Kakwika? I will explain how this mission will unfold. Origenics takes a delivery at specific times. It is at one such time that we will enter the facility aboard the hover cargo. Kyusa here will pilot the vehicle, so you need only sit tight until we arrive at the entrance. Our friends in the back room will create a diversion so we can steal inside. After which, we make our way to the summit, striking down any foes that bar our path. Hey, that's a shockingly simple plan. Easy, yes? Easy to say, perhaps, but we'll manage one way or another. That we will. In anticipation of the unexpected, we should maintain contact with the support crew and adapt as necessary. Indeed, I shall use the communicator I borrowed from Shale to keep them informed at all times. I see. Everyone has a grasp of the details. Good. We set off very soon, so be ready. Where are we heading off now? Oh, great. Dungeon. I'm sure this is a dungeon. And so is I guess where we're going after Origenics is gonna be the last zone. Alright, so let's get our NPC party. Yep, definitely tank, heal, and 2 DPS. Yep, let's as much as I like Alizé, I want it to pick though.
Let's give it our all. I won't let you down. I won't let you down.
Member selection available. Let's go! Meow. I suspect there's going to be a trial of this level too. But, let's finish the fight. Origenics. Jacques Toral. Origenics. Oh, beasties are going to be on the float. I see. I get the feeling they're going to be none too happy that they're being harvested. That needs to be for combat, so I'll just hang back. Origenic Cyclops. So wait a second. It just hit me. If they're able to manipulate memory, then that's where the technology from Elpis went to when things got broken. Or memory configurator Kairos. Like the research and technology for that must have went to this shard. Yeah, yeah, 2 orogenic centuries. That's yeah. I dislike them a little bit more than the beasties, and the beasties seem to be helping us kill them. So, and how's that old saying go? The enemy of my enemy. Yeah, this is probably going to be a fairly intense or final boss fight for this dungeon. So this seems like it might be an expert level dungeon, or minus being level 99.